This is officially the last video of 2021, and today I wanted to talk about why you should be using the iPad Pro or a iPad as your second or third display, how to do it, and what I actually use it for, some case scenarios. So let's do that first. So the iPad Pro is one of those machines. It's a luxury, that's for sure, but it's once you've got one of these, they are so cool, especially the iPad Pro, the 10.9 inch. I think this is the big version. I'm still using the 2018 version. It's so good, it's super quick, and it's just one of those things, especially with no case on, when you're holding it in your hand, it just feels so nice. Makes you glad to be alive in 2021, soon to be 2022. Firstly, we're going to show you how to connect it to your MacBook, how to use it as a second or third display. I personally use it as a third display when I'm editing or I'm actually editing photos. I do that on the iPad, but we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Firstly, all you have to do is very simple. You have it set up on your desk, you go to preferences, down to display, and then there's a little drop down menu bottom left hand side. You click the drop down menu and your iPad, if connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your computer, will show up there, and you will be able to add it as a second or third display. In the preferences then, you'll be able to move the display to the different orientations. If you want it on the right, you can drag it over to the right. If you want it on the left, you can do the opposite thing. So it's really simple to do until 2022, until later on at some point next year when Apple bring out universal control, where you'll be able to do this seamlessly. It will just work when open next to another computer. You have to do this one step to get it connected through the Wi-Fi to use a second or third display. So you can still do it. Like I said, next year in 2022, universal control is coming, and we'll do a video on that when it actually does finally come out. Apple, please sort it out. So that's it. It's really easy to connect your iPad to your Apple Mac, your MacBook Pro, whatever you're using. It has to be Apple, of course, but you can use it as a second or third display. Why would you want to do this? Well, there's one specific reason why I use this really beautiful display. This is the, like I said, still only the 2018 model, but the display is probably better than any monitor you're ever going to buy in your life. So I use this to edit photos. I connect it to the computer. It's connected to my 2019 MacBook Pro. I drag Lightroom over to the iPad Pro and I actually edit the photos on here, bang the brightness up. I just find that for editing my photos that this display is by far the better way, by far the best thing to use for editing photos. Obviously, you've got Lightroom on the iPad Pro on the App Store, but it's just not a fully fledged version. When you've got this connected as a second or third display, you can drag that window open and you can use the proper Lightroom on the display. Use this and make the most of that amazing display on the iPad Pro. Second reason is just having the extra real estate, just having that extra bit of space to drag a window open, a file, get Finder open on there, leave it there so you can go over there and drag stuff around. Instead of having to open windows, close windows, having that third display just on the side if you need it is so handy. When you're editing in Final Cut Pro, you can have Final Cut Pro, the viewer open just on the iPad Pro, and take advantage of that really good screen as well. So just do it that way. Just using it for day-to-day use just comes in really handy. That extra real estate really does help. The third reason is quite niche, but I have this on a stand right underneath my camera for the podcast. We've got a podcast called Tech is Hard with my mate Danny Black over in Brisbane, Australia. We talk about all things tech and all things YouTube on a weekly basis every Sunday morning. I'll link the channel up here so you go and check it out. It's a lot of fun over there. We have a laugh. But I'll have this right underneath the camera so I can see the podcast playing back. I can see the comments coming in from everybody that's listening or watching, and then it's right below the camera. I haven't got to look over to the left or to the right to look at my other monitor. That's another quite niche but third case scenario why I love using the iPad as a second or third display. So that's it really. I just wanted to gush over the iPad Pro. I love this thing. It's something I use on a daily basis. I'm going to be doing more videos soon. Best iPad accessories, best gaming accessories, because this is a fantastic machine to game on as well. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Down there, press the subscribe, press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We have new tech videos every single week. That's it for 2021. I'm quite sad actually. This year has been pretty good, although the channel hasn't exploded like we want it to do. It's still growing steadily every month. I appreciate all of you guys out there. Let me know where you're watching from down below. Let me know comments about stuff that you'd want me to do in the future. Let me know products you want to test that I'll try and get my hands on a test for you and let you know if it's any good. We do honest and genuine reviews. I don't make videos on anything I wouldn't use myself, and if I do make a video on that, and I will tell you honestly that it's not good. But yeah, I've got loads of stuff. Before we go, I'll show you around the studio, give you a little bit of a sneak peek behind the scenes of what happens here. This is my setup. This is going to be my studio for 2022. I've tinkered with this quite a lot over the last couple of years, and it's just, at the moment, in my current situation, this is very, very good for what I do on this channel, where we are subscriber-wise, view-wise. It's a perfect setup for me, and I'm just going to leave it as is and concentrate on delivering better content next year rather than trying to get distracted by tinkering with the studio. Everything's here now. I film on the Canon R6 with the Sigma 35mm 1.4. This is going to be set up for next year. I've got a brilliant, nice aperture softbox. We use the audio overhead here from the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, which is beautiful. I've done a video on how to set this up so you get lovely, crispy audio. Big monitor here. Self-made desks. I've made 2 of them in my little garage studio. This is basically a 3/4 of my garage I've converted to a YouTube studio. I've got the B-roll section over there where I film most of the B-roll and the thumbnails. 2 shelving units full of stuff that I use. It is organised. I promise. We've got lights, tripods, audio, GoPro, other stuff. And then this over here, you can't see it, but this there is current projects I'm working on. Reviews I've got to do, reviews I've done in the past, and then baskets of other audio cables and props for thumbnails and things like that. Down below we've got 3 drawers full of other gear that I use on a daily basis, GoPro accessories, tripod accessories, all those nuts and crannies that you need to make videos. And that's pretty much it. Over behind me we've got this is sort of my editing workstation over here, the MacBook Pro 2020 version, which is still going strong, still doing all right. It's the i7, so we're not gone to M1 yet, but we probably will this year at some point. And the podcast is over there as well. Teleprompter, microphone, lights in the background, bit of soundproofing all around, and that is behind the scenes in the Zandaround studio. So, yeah. Behind the scenes, that is what's going to happen this year. So we've got all of this all set up. I've got a nice rug on the floor. It's all nice and comfy, heated in here. Internet is finally working properly. We've got it hardwired in. So everything's set. Everything's set for a big year in 2022. We're going to concentrate on tech. We're going to concentrate on new releases. We're going to concentrate on working with companies to create better partnerships, to get more products, to give you better content next year. And that's what I'm really, really working hard on for 2022 and the foreseeable future. Things are going well. The channel's growing steadily, and my projected for the end of next year is 10,000. So that's what we're going for, 10,000 subs by the end of 2022. And then the world is our oyster. Instead of concentrating on the subs, the views, I'm next year concentrating on just delivering better content for you, giving you better information. We're always aiming for about 100 videos in a year, and I'm not sure what we've done this year. Maybe we'll check. I'll put the number on the screen, how many videos we've actually done this year, but it's got to be pretty close. So that's it. That's it for 2021. Now you know what's coming in 2022. I'd appreciate you if you do subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And that's it. It's been a good year, and I'm looking forward to 2022. I hope you are too. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you next year. Bye, guys.